Before he lamentably left us in 2025, Hulk Hogan became an effective guy who is aware of very properly the way to revel in the luxuries that his cash can offer. But have you ever stopped to marvel approximately simply how this superstar lives? In this video, you will discover what the highly priced existence of Hulk Hogan became like. Born in 1953 inside the city of Augusta, inside the country of Georgia, Terry Gene Bollea, higher recognized with the aid of using his ring call Hulk Hogan, is a well-known expert wrestler. His wrestling profession started in mid-1977, however only won global popularity after signing an agreement in 1983 with the World Wrestling Federation, presently WWE, the biggest expert wrestling company inside the global. And it became with his putting American heroic persona that Hogan helped popularize expert wrestling inside the 1980s, starring inside the most important championships of the time. For example, his combat against Andre the Giant in 1988 holds to this day the American TV ratings data for wrestling. Throughout his profession as a wrestler, Hulk Hogan got here to battle inside the sports activity's most important tournaments, turning into a 12-time global champion, triumphing the WWF 6 instances and WCW every other 6 instances. Parallel to all this, he has additionally continually had a profession as an actor, beginning together along with his special participation in 1982's Rocky III, and later appearing in numerous movies and TV indicates including No Holds Bar, Suburban Commando, and Mr. Nanny. Today, Hulk Hogan is taken into consideration one of the maximum well-known and revered wrestling stars in the global, having already earned more than sufficient cash to stay an existence filled with luxuries. But alas, on July 24th, 2025, he died because of cardiac arrest. Mansion. Hulk Hogan is a well-known wrestler who does now no longer compromise on luxurious and sophistication on the subject of choosing an area to stay in. He presently owns a residence inside the area of Clearwater in Florida. Built in 2009, the traditional structure residence functions a lovely two-manner staircase at the principal entrance in addition to a stained glass door. Inside, the 400 rectangular feet domestic functions exceptional timber floors, a spiral staircase with a chandelier, and other spacious rooms for the consolation of the wrestler and his family. Among the principal rooms are the dwelling room with a TV and a fireside, the eating place subsequent to the French home windows, and the kitchen with timber shelves and marble countertops, which is subsequent to a breakfast room, which has glass home windows that offer brilliant vistas. The region additionally has 5 bedrooms and stylish walk-in closet and 6 highly priced bathrooms, certainly considered one among which has a bath for enjoyable in. Outside the lot is 300 rectangular feet having brilliant balconies to revel in the perspectives beside a patio, with inside the returned with a separate pool and spa supplying adequate area for days of amusement and rest in the front of the open perspectives to the beach. In recent years, Hulk Hogan accelerated his real property holdings in Clearwater with the aid of buying the bungalow round the corner for $1,600,000, even as he had bought the principal residence in 2013 for $300,000. In addition, it's Miles believed that he additionally had every other residence in that place, which became indexed for $5,900,000. Another belongings that the wrestler had became a mansion in Miami Beach, additionally in the country of Florida. The 17,000 feet domestic boasts an abundance of architectural info, including an elliptical floating staircase and a hallway with numerous glass home windows. Outside, there are visitor flats that have been constructed on the identical time as the mansion, plus a non-public bayfront pier, a huge swimming pool for recreation, and properly stored garden with lovely trees. Hulk Hogan bought the belongings in 2006 for the recording of the reality movie Hogan Knows Best for $12 million and allegedly bought it to producer Michael Bay for $18.9 million. But the maximum staggering belongings the wrestler ever owned became a waterfront mansion in Bear, Florida. Hulk Hogan sold the belongings in 1992 and demolished the house that existed at the website online to construct a custom mansion of over 17,000 rectangular feet, which became the mattress and numerous home windows that bring herbal mild into the indoors, as well as integrating a dwelling region, wherein there is a cute toilet with skylights. The residence even has 6 different bedrooms. Amongst that is a present-day fashion one, which has lovely grand piano and a huge cloth cabinet full of high-priced things belonging to the wrestler's daughter, this being the principal location wherein she spends her time. The mansion additionally has a personal museum wherein Hulk Hogan was retaining crucial objects from his career, which includes the boots he had worn at some point of his wrestling days, a few antique paintings, belts, and different objects. Heading outside, there may be a 100 feet deep resort fashion pool that functions a waterfall and numerous close-by relaxing patios. There is likewise a huge 1.5-acre undulating garden, which extends to a personal pier wherein the wrestler had boats at his disposal, in addition to jet skis to utilize on a each-day basis. Hulk Hogan offered the property for $2 million and offered it in 2012 for $6,200,000, regardless of having requested for $25 million in 2006. Cars. One of Hulk Hogan's finest passions is his automobiles, with him proudly owning a storage full of mythical vehicles. Throughout his lengthy career, it's miles speculated that he has owned numerous lovely vehicles, which includes a $35,000 Chevrolet Camaro, a $39,000 Ford Galaxy 500 from 1965, a $40,000 Ford Ram 1500, a $44,000 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow, a $45,000 1952 Ford F1, a $50,000 C3 Corvette from 1980, a $53,000 Toyota Supra from 1980, 1994, a $55,000 Plymouth Barracuda from 1973, a $57,000 Chevrolet Impala from 1966, a $65,000 Plymouth Roadrunner from 1968, 1969, a $68,000 Chevy Tahoe, a $70,000 Dodge Charger SRT, a $85,000 Dodge Challenger SRT, a $95,000 Cadillac Escalade, but his maximum well-known automobile is his illustrious IOU's 1994 Dodge Viper, a car absolutely decked out in Hogan's signature pink and yellow color scheme. And to assist the ones in want, the wrestler determined to public sale the car for charity, with it being auctioned off for around $75,000. The wrestler's maximum high-priced automobile, meanwhile, is alleged to be his Dodge Challenger Demon, a wonderful sports activities automobile made for folks who like pace. The car is geared up with the effective V8 engine, able to accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in only 2.1 seconds, handling to attain a pinnacle pace of 24 miles per hour. And it is no surprise that to accumulate this lovely sports activities automobile, you can want to shell out over $180,000 for its maximum complete models. Overspending. A wrestler as a hit as Hulk Hogan possesses extra than sufficient cash to buy the whole lot he feels like. When it comes to dressing well, for example, he has been noticed carrying lovely watches like an $8,000 Breitling Chronomat Evolution and additionally a $35,000 Rolex Yachtmaster Yellow Gold. However, in his free time has shared numerous instances on social networks moments whilst he's cruising together along with his speedboat nicknamed Immortal. Although there's no truth approximately its charge, primarily based totally on different comparable speedboat models, we are able to estimate that Hulk Hogan's little toy need to value around $400,000. When it involves visiting to different elements of the world, the fighter usually makes use of cushy and high-priced personal aircrafts in his trips. One of the plane he has been visible the use of is the Hawker 800 XP version, a present-day mid-size government jet. The indoors of the jet may be very high-priced and might accommodate up to 10 passengers relying on the configuration adopted. But you shouldn't suppose that the whole lot has been such a easy cruising for him, due to the fact he has already were given a large scare, whilst the tires of the plane burst on the time of the landing. In addition, the charge to accumulate a brand new plane of this version is approximately $5 million. But in case the fighter simply chartered it, it is possible he spent around $5,000 for every hour of flight. Business. Although he has retired from wrestling, Hulk Hogan now has different principal sources of income. One of his first ventures was launching his personal line of merchandise, such as his strength drink referred to as Hogan Energy, and his Hulkster Burgers, a line of frozen cheeseburgers. However, from 2012, he determined to open his personal eating places, called Hogan S. Hangout, with him having devices in Florida. It is an all custom.